Everybody, Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Let's talk performance and game performance. And we all know that I say every video, everything I put out, work on your game. I wrote a book on it. It's the name of my company. I branded it and everything. And I want people to understand, even on top of that, I mean, when I first came out online, to most people, it was through YouTube videos of me practicing basketball. Most of the videos that I put out on YouTube were me practicing. It wasn't even me playing in games. But the whole purpose of me, when I first started putting those videos out, I was already doing that for years before they came on YouTube. And I started putting them out every day just to show people this is what I'm doing. And players were asking me, hey, can you put more of these videos out? So I just kept doing it. But I wasn't doing it to try to build the brand or get seen or anything like that. The only purpose for me of being in the gym every day working on my game, which happened to be on camera, was that I was getting ready for the game. I was getting ready for whatever game I happened to play in next. And there were many times when I was making those videos and putting those out when I didn't know when my next game was going to be, or if there was even going to be a next game. I had to hustle off the court in order to get my opportunities on the court. But I want people to understand that now, I mean, we're looking over 10 years later, almost 15 years later from when that first started. I see a lot of people doing the practicing thing online on the court, online putting their videos out. They're doing the drills and dribbling around chairs and cones and throwing bean bags in the air and tennis balls and all that shit. And then some players, doing it more the basic way that I would do it, with just the ball and the court for the most part. But whatever, it's not even about that I'm talking here. But it seems like a lot of players may have never known, or some players have lost the goal of remembering what this is for. Right? The reason that we go to the court and practice, and I'm talking basketball players. When I say basketball player, I'm talking about somebody who plays in basketball games. All right? Not that you train, not that you work out, not that you are an influencer. You might do all of those things, but what makes you a basketball player is that you play in games against players who can play, and you aspire to move up to higher and higher levels of whatever level you at right now. You want to get to the next level, next level, next level. That's what I mean when I say a basketball player, not just somebody who likes basketball, but you got to be moving up in basketball, matriculating in basketball. So basketball players, remember that the reason that we practice is so we be ready for the next game. Whatever that next game is, you might not even know. Like me, you might not know when the next game is, but you still practice. So when that game happens, if you get one game all year, you'll practice 364 days. You can get that one day to do your thing. If you understand what I'm saying. Don't become a professional practicer. All right, don't be and when I was growing up, sometimes the coaches would ridicule players. If a player would do their thing in practice, but they didn't do nothing in the game, they'd be like, yo, you're a practice player. Because all you do, you play good in practice, then we get in the game, you don't do shit. And we get in the game, it's like you're not even there. Don't be a practice player. Y'all out there, or don't be a practicer. And some of y'all ain't even playing in practice, you're just practicing. And I mean, maybe you're doing it to build up your brand, and you're an influencer, and maybe some companies send you some free gear, and you got all these followers, and you get your ad revenue, and that's working for you. It's all good if that's what you're doing. If that's your aim, I'm not talking to you. All right, if your aim is to be a trainer, a basketball skills coach or trainer, I'm not talking to you. If your aim is to coach players, I'm not talking to you. If your aim is to build a brand and get your followers up and make your business off of social media, I'm not talking to you either. I'm talking to the players whose goal is to play ball against better and better competition and move up and up and up. If that's you, this is who this video is for. Maybe I should have said that at the beginning. But anyway, don't be a professional practicer. All right, have I said that often enough? The purpose of practice is to get ready for a game. Then you got to perform in the game. See, work on your game is not the end goal of everything. Work on your game is the first step. You work on your game so you get a chance. Then when you get a chance, you go play when you get your shot. And then when you play, you got to perform. Don't just be on the court, but you got to do good. And then while you're doing good, you got to produce a result. All right, doing good is not the same as winning. All right, you could have y'all watch basketball, and many of you watching this, you play basketball, right? You can have a good game and lose. All right, that happens too often, you might not have another game to play in. I don't know what it's like for y'all in high school or college nowadays, but when I was playing overseas professionally, if you were having good games but your team was losing, you could lose your job. I seen dudes averaging 25, 30 points a game get fired from their jobs because the team wasn't winning. So it's not just about performing, it's about producing a result. What's the desired outcome that needs to be produced? And in any level of business, any type of business, any industry, if you're not producing the desired outcome, it doesn't matter how good you looked while doing your thing, or how much you worked, or how hard you practiced, or how much you got ready, or how much you wanted, or any of that shit. If you're not producing the desired result, then you got a problem. You might end up out of business. I mean, you could work really hard and study and get all the information to go to all the seminars and have what you think are the best products. But if you're not selling your product and delivering it to your customers, and your customers are not getting the results from that product that they expected when they paid for it, you're gonna go out of business. You can have everything else right, you don't produce that result. So the point of what I want y'all to understand is that it's not just about practicing. Even though, you know, I could partially take some blame for having people think that that's the thing. Like, a lot of people see me on YouTube doing the practicing, but they didn't know that I was playing overseas and playing in games. And my career was happening, the majority of it, before everybody had a camera. Before you could just pull a camera out of your pocket and have HD video. It wasn't like that. I mean, this is a relatively new thing. So a lot of people only saw the drills in the empty gym. They didn't see the live games. They didn't see the exposure camps. They didn't see me talking to these agents. They didn't see me dealing with these teams and negotiating contracts and things like that. But that's really what it's for. So I want to make sure that it's stated. I've said this in other places in different times. I'm probably gonna have to say it again. You know, 5 years from now, I might make another video saying the same thing. A year from now, make another video saying the exact same shit that I'm saying right here. But I want to make sure that it's said for you who's watching this. If it's one person or a million who watch this right now, that's what I want to make sure I'm saying it for. It's not just about practice. We practice to play, we play to perform, we perform to produce results. Make sure you keep that formula in mind when you go to the gym to work on your game. It ain't just about the show for the peanut gallery of, you know, people who don't even play, who just want to clap for you because you did a nice move in an empty gym. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. And oh yeah, you want to get your game up, your skills up, and you want to be coached directly by me, I got a membership site. It's called the Game Group. The link is down there, DreAllDay.com/membership. That's for players who want to get their skills up, or if you're trying to go play professionally, you at that pro level, you want to play pro, you want to be coached on how to actually get into the pros. You already know you got game, but you want to get coached on getting in, building your business outside of basketball, and personal growth. I mean, y'all see what I talk about in a lot of these videos. So there's 4 different sections you can choose from. That's the Game Group membership. The link is down there. Any of y'all who want to take it to that next level and get coached directly by me, that's the best way to do it. Unless you want to coach with me one-on-one, that costs a little bit more. The Game Group costs a whole lot less, but that's what it is. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. This is Dre Baldwin, you know that. I want to tell you real quickly about my Game Group membership. This is membership portal that I've opened up to give people access to me, to get coached directly by me, to get my systems, my strategies, and my how-to for everything that I did, whether it is in basketball, playing professional sports, building your business, or in personal development. They're all within the Game Group membership. At the link down below, DreAllDay.com/membership, you can get all the information. But if you've ever wanted to be coached by me, directly mentored by me, this is the best, most efficient, and the most up-to-date. If you see this video, it's going on, most up-to-date way to get it done. So if that's what you're looking for, you want more from me, you want to get direct contact with me, you want to learn specifically from me exactly how I do what I do, this is the place to do it. I'll see you inside that link. Again, DreAllDay.com/membership. Work on your game.